Hi everyone, welcome back, or welcome if you're new. I'm just going to start off here showing you guys the products that I'm using. If you have any questions about any products, just leave them in the comments. I always answer my comments. You guys, we are 10 or 11 away from 200 subscribers, which means everyone who is subscribed gets entered in a giveaway. I am giving away an acrylic starter kit, probably with some little extras, like maybe a kit to do bling or line art or something, maybe some glitters. I don't know, but there's going to be an acrylic starter kit plus some other cool things included. It's going to be a really good giveaway, so tell your friends. If you're not subscribed, please click subscribe and definitely give me a like if you like this video. So heading right in, we are applying some not polished white acrylic, and you guys take a look at this. If you've ever worked with acrylics, if you're getting to know acrylics, or if you're new, or even if you're an old pro, you know that white acrylics can be very chalky. The first time I ever bought white acrylic, I bought it from my local nail supply, and it was Chisel. That's the brand they carry. I literally returned it. I took it back and said, this is chalk. This must be dip powder or something else. This is not acrylic. Like, it was so chalky. And she wouldn't take it back. I didn't know returns weren't a thing, because I had opened it. I was brand new. And I literally wrote chalk on the lid. I should have put a little clip of that in here because I just didn't know. But working with not polished, this white acrylic performs exactly the same as all of their other acrylics. You wouldn't even know it was white. It's just like butter. So just like they say. And a little side note here, I'm not an ambassador for not polish. I follow them, they follow me, they repost my work, but I don't have enough following or subscribers for them to like offer me anything. I just truly love their products. So I'm not being paid in any way that when I'm always talking about them. I just really mean it. So if you guys, especially if you're beginners, I've mentioned before, they have really good sales. I would say every other month, so maybe like every 6 weeks, they'll post on Instagram like a random sale, 20 to 30% off, and you can get all of their acrylics for $15 on those sales. And if you spend $150, shipping is free, and you can pay with Klarna. So just don't waste your time or money. Just go straight to not polish. I've talked before in my videos about, other things that you need to buy from other companies, but for acrylics, colored acrylics specifically, man, just don't waste your time. Their monomer is awesome too. If anybody has any questions, leave in the comments. Like if you're considering buying this or that, and you want to know what company is best, just ask me, because I have spent the money. I have bought everything from many different companies. So I was tired of doing Valentine sets. I'm tired of red. I'm tired of pink. And I know it's not spring yet. I know it's not summer yet, so it might be a little bit too early for these nails, but I was looking at my shelf and the yellow was just calling me. And what's calling me next is orange, so you guys might see an orange set next. Maybe blue. I had asked what somebody wanted to see, and they had said blue, but I had just done a blue set, so I don't know. Ooh, I just want something like a bright, vivid orange. Anyway, in this video, I'm also using nail foils, which I will put on with not polish. Again, not polish's transfer gel, this right here. I waited for this acrylic to dry, and then I put a thin layer of transfer gel, cured for 30 seconds, not 60, just 30 seconds, and applied the foil. After it is applied, you want to rub it on until you're sure it's adhered, and you can tell that it's adhered by just peeling off a little edge and seeing if it's coming off. And if it comes off, then just feel free to pull it all the way off. I struggled really bad in the beginning with many different foil gels before I bought the not polish. So again, I've never had a foil that doesn't work, no matter what brand. Amazon, no matter where I get the foils, my local nail supply, not polished young nails, all the foils that I have do work with their transfer gel. This is the yellow acrylic I'll be using. It's not polished golden hour, and the color just was so buttery and yellow and pretty. I just wanted to use it. I was out of frame when I was holding my hand facing myself instead of on the paper towel. or table towel. So if there are parts missing, like if you see me applying a bead and you haven't seen me put it on, that's just because I was out of frame. So I apologize for that. I will pay more attention next time to get the full application in. So here I like to drag my acrylic past the edge of my tip so that I can cut it off. I think it makes the nail look as thick as it is everywhere else all the way to the tip. And I just like the way that looks. So most times you will see me pulling my acrylic past the free edge. And I don't waste very much doing that. I don't do a huge glob. You can see the little piles, so to speak, right there on the table towel. That's pretty much how much I pull off the end. This isn't the same nail. I went into the ring finger here. I know it looks like I just was still on the index, but I was out of frame for putting this bead on. So this is the ring finger. When I first watched a tutorial about using transfer gel, I think it was Tao and Not Polish, and she had used Not Polish's transfer gel, and she said to apply the gel to the whole nail. Even if you're only applying just a little tiny butterfly in the corner, she said to apply it to the whole nail. And the reason why you might hear that is because gel can leave, you know, a thickness. So I think the reason why people instruct you to apply it to the whole nail is so that you don't have part of the nail that has gel, a thickness of gel on it. Like they also say that with their blossom gel or blooming gel, to apply it to the whole nail. And that's, I get it, but when you're going to be capping in clear and covering it with another polish, I don't like applying the transfer gel to the whole nail, because then it makes the whole nail sticky. So I did start going in on the whole nail like she said to do. It's her product. I figure I'd do what she said. But once I've done it a few times after that, I just put it where I'm applying it only. When it comes out of the light, you have to, if you're going to apply acrylic to that nail next. Okay, so I'm talking about applying transfer foil. When it comes out of the light and you have peeled it off, part of your nail will still be sticky where you don't have foil. Like if you have any of the foil gel surrounding where you put the foil on, whether you coated your whole nail or not, plus the foil you put on will melt as soon as you start applying monomer. So you have to, when you're finished applying the foil, you need to go in with a gel top coat, matte it or gloss it, whatever top coat you're using, and cure that. So that's also a layer of thickness. But you do need to cover the rest, like all of the transfer foil that you have on the, transfer foil gel that you have on the nail, because it will remain sticky. And if you go get some swipe and try to wipe that off, that's not going to work. It actually makes it more sticky. So just go ahead and put a top coat over it to protect your design, and then you can go ahead with the rest of your application, whether you're using gel polish or acrylic. So you will see me go back and do that. I use matte it only because it just makes a really smooth surface. Sometimes I use gloss it. It's just whatever is there. I was using matte it for this set, which is why I had the matte it out, and that's what I used. And also, you guys, I don't know if you follow me on Instagram and TikTok, but my screen name or username, whatever you want to call it, handle, is the same on all of my platforms. So YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram they're all getnails_by Jen. The reason I'm bringing that up is because on my TikTok and Instagram, I do have all the sets posted, and I'm going to be referring to one right now. FYI, I'm capping in clear right here. Again, not polished colored acrylics don't need to be capped in clear, but because of the different layers I had here from doing the transfer foil gel and then the matte it coat, I wanted everything to be, you know, cohesive, and I wanted to be able to file it. So I just covered the whole thing in clear. So if you look at some of the sets I've done, especially on clients on any of those apps, I had a phase last summer where every client was asking me for nails like this, where, you know, so flower nails, where you do a clear set and the only thing on the nail is maybe a small bit of colored acrylic that matches whatever colored flower they're using, but the most of the set is clear with flowers and a little glitters and maybe foils thrown in. I just call them flower nails. I don't really know if there's a different name for them, but I have multiple sets on those channels I just mentioned. So I definitely know how to do them, and I don't know why. This is the second time recently that I have done a flower nail on my channel, like as a tutorial, that I've completely blown it. So you can see that I'm arranging a pretty little area here on the nail that has flowers, and you know, I'm going to cap it in clear. But what I normally do is then I'll fill in any of the blank spaces with a glitter acrylic, which was that Sunny Days by Not Polish I showed you in the beginning, one of their OMGs. And my plan was to put either yellow, white, or glitter at the top and like ombre down and leave the rest of the nail clear. But as I started putting a little bit of glitter in to fill the space, I thought I'll just go ahead with a full glitter nail. And you can't even tell that I put these flowers here. So I don't know why I have just lost the plot, so to speak, and forgot how to do flower nails. So I think the orange set I'm going to do is definitely going to have a flower nail done correctly, so you guys can see how it should be done instead of this one and the last one I did, that Valentine set was completely covered with that cloudy clear. Anyway, when this nail is done, it looks like a full glitter nail. You can't tell I put any flowers there because I just screwed up. So I think in the orange set, I'll probably do a flower nail that's actually legit and that looks like it should look. Another thing is, because these are pop-off, I try to go really, really slim and well with my application because it's all but impossible to file. They come right off as soon as you start filing. And then you have to file the nails, you know, while you're holding them and they're not attached to you. And then you have to glue them back on, which always makes the cuticle area not look flush. I don't care how hard you try. You can just never get them back on the way they were when you did the application. So I didn't want to file too much. Plus, I was trying to make these nails, you know, kind of thin. I didn't want them really bulky, again, because of filing and because that doesn't look good. But the free edge of that glitter nail was wide and I couldn't get it down. So I think that it just really ruins this set. I should have gone in with another white nail or just something different. So I didn't like that nail in particular on this set. I also didn't think it looked very cohesive. So I would have done something different on my middle finger if I had the opportunity to change this set. So here I'm going in with the ever famous Nude Panther, which is a beautiful color. And it does seamlessly do an ombre and a blend, as you can see here. I have another video where I showed you guys, I think it was, the video where I was testing the clears, where I show you guys how I swatch and test what acrylics match and go with each other before I do a set. So what I do when I'm going to be doing an ombre nail is I will take my color acrylic and I'll put a bead down on a table towel, or I will put it on a swatch stick. You know, like I'll grab a couple of nudes because I have a lot of not polished nudes. So if I'm working with a really dark color, I'll grab like the top 3 darker nudes that I think will look good with the color I'm going to use. So for this yellow, I grabbed Peaky Nude and First Nude and Nude Panther, and I put yellow on 3 swatch sticks and waited for it to dry, and then I ombre'd with all 3, 1 each, with the Nude Panther, the First Nude, and the Peaky Nude to see, and waited for them to dry. Right here, I'm just putting 1 bead of clear to cover my ombre so I don't file it off. I didn't cap the whole nail in clear, I just covered the ombre. Anyway, that is how I tell what nude will be the right color nude for whatever colored acrylic I'm using. And today, Nude Panther won the game. I thought they blended really, really nice together. So that's how I decide what nudes I'm going to do. So right here, I'm just capping, because it's a full glitter nail, the whole thing does have to be capped in clear. And again, I thought this nail was too wide and too thick, and you couldn't see the flowers, and blech. So I would have changed that. Let's see what else. After this set, I'm going to put on a little bit of bling. So a few little blings from Not Polish Bling It On kit. I'll show you it. I don't know how much it is because it came in my mystery box a couple years ago, but it comes this huge kit with all different sizes, and the gems are really, really clear and pretty. And so I show you that. I just put a few around the cuticles on the index and ring finger. And after that, on the pinky finger, I put some of the little daisy flower bling. You'll see as soon as I pull them out, you'll know what I'm talking about. And after that, that's the set. I do put Matte It for my top coat, and then I also show you when you use Matte It and you have a set of matte nails, you want to be a little bit careful with your cuticle oil because it's going to get on the mat and ruin it, make it look oily. So I show you at the end, number one, if you're doing matte, you should use a cuticle oil like the one I'm using, which is Goddess from Profiles Backstage. So it's a dry oil. So I'm sure you've used like on your own self, like gotten from Walgreens or whatever, dry oil. So that's what that is. And I'll show you when I put the cuticle oil on how you put just a little bit on and hold your fingers so the cuticle oil runs towards your knuckle instead of toward the nail. And then you brush the oil towards your knuckle to get it away from the nails. So your cuticles are hydrated and they look nice, but it's not getting on your nail. And it being a dry oil, it doesn't look oily when it's finished. It just looks hydrated. So that's pretty much the end of the set. You guys, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Leave me a comment if you like these nails. Also, leave me a comment what color you would like to see next, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to do orange and some flower nails. But I also need to work on my French, painting of French. So I need to do that too. All right, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye. Thanks for watching. Oh, right here, I'm going to be cleaning off any of the glue that got on the nail when I was putting on the gems. So I'm just using a little cotton stick with some swipe. Okay. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day, you guys. Bye.